Hello, welcome to JAV Show. This is Jorge.
And this is Viv.
And it's Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
What's the history of Valentine's Day? Do you know this?
Oh, Mr. Saint Valentine's.
Is that?
Yes,
Saint Valentine's Day or the Feast of Saint Valentine? Why is this Feast of Saint Valentine?
Ooh.
Are they eating?
Valentine's Hort.
I don't want to read this. So, unfortunately, we'll never know. It's a Christian feast day honoring a martyr named Valentine. And through later folk traditions, it has also become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. Well, many regions?
Yeah, in Korea, it's not the same.
It's not?
Yeah, in Korea, they have like Pocky Day or a White Day. I think it's called White Day.
February 14th for them is White Day, or they have a
I don't
Valentine's Day.
I don't remember what
Day.
the specific dates are, but they have like a White Day and have two Valentine's Day. One where the guy does things for the girl, and then one for the girl does things for the guy. And then they also have a Singles Day.
Is that like Black Day?
I don't know, man.
White Day. White Day. March 14th.
Oh, it is 14th.
It's celebrated annually on March 14th, 1 month after Valentine's Day, when men give reciprocal gifts to women who gave them gifts on Valentine's Day. It began in Japan in 1978. Oh, so on Valentine's Day, the woman's supposed to give the guy something, and then on White Day, the guy gives the woman something?
I guess so.
Let's see. Though Valentine's Day was first attempted to be celebrated in Japan in 1936, it did not begin to be popularly celebrated until the 1970s, giving the day a different observation from the West. It was primarily an opportunity for girls to show that they like a boy.
For Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah. The National Confectionery Industry Association started as an answer day to Valentine's Day on the grounds that men should pay back the woman who gave them chocolate and other gifts on Valentine's Day. Soon thereafter, confectionery companies began marketing white chocolate. Flowers and other gifts are also given on this day. Oh. Wow, there's a Chinese version of it? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know
Literally white colored Valentine's Day is the direct translation from Chinese. What? I didn't know this.
Oh, I didn't know this was originated from Japan. I thought it was originated from Korea.
I mean, it's a commercial thing, right?
I guess so.
It's a Fukuoka-based confectionery company, Ishimura Manseido, marketed marshmallows to men on March 14th, calling it Marshmallow Day. Oh.
Can you search up Pocky Day?
I feel like that's random. Is that supposed to be... That's November 11th, Viv. It's not even related to this discussion. It's just something random you remembered.
It's supposed to be another romantic thing, I swear.
Okay. Let's see. Is it Pocky and Pretz Day or is it just Pocky Day? Pocky and Pretz Day is a Japanese marketing event that occurs on 11th of November each year. The event uses Izaki Glico products, Pocky and Pretz, which are both long, thin biscuits to represent the repeated number 1 in the numerical date. 11th day of the 11th. This is not related to Valentine's Day in any way.
I've seen animes where on Pocky Day, you're supposed to get a Pocky for the person you like. You're supposed to share a box of Pocky together.
I've seen anime. Some fucking crazy shit happens too. Right?
I like romantic shit.
Like one bald guy killing the entire fucking universe. I don't know if I correlate that to stuff though. But yeah, okay, well there's Pocky Day, but that's not really...
Okay, so why was Mr. Valentine somebody who was actually celebrated? Like why? Just because he's a martyr?
He's a martyr, I guess.
What's a martyr?
It means you died for someone's sins.
Jesus is a martyr?
Yes, he's the biggest martyr. A person who's killed because of the religious or other
Sounds like
beliefs.
Doesn't really sound like they died for their sins. More so like somebody wanted to kill them because they didn't like their religion. So wouldn't like...
Okay, so like in TV shows, a martyr...
Terrorists who kill other people?
So like... No.
Martyrs?
No. It's killing yourself usually. Or sacrificing yourself.
A person who is killed.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so like... let me... Okay, I don't watch a lot of shows and stuff, but I watch enough of cultural things to know, like, it's like a saying, right? It's like, in a show, it's like, you don't...
Can you click that?
Does not necessarily want to...
Oh, there you go.
another definition: a person who voluntarily suffers death as a penalty of witnessing to and refusing to renounce the religion. No, that's still not okay. I feel like that's not like the cultural definition. So like in a TV show, it'll be like, you might want to like destroy someone's reputation, right? But if you do it in a way that boasts their side, then they've become a martyr. They've been sacrificed for the greater good of their cause now, and they become a martyr or a symbol of their cause. Oh, does that kind of make sense? It's like
the monk who set himself on fire in front of Tiananmen Square or some shit like that.
Possibly, but yeah, okay, possibly.
If that lady who put a flower in front of that fucking tank, and then if she got shot, she would have been a martyr.
Yes, that would have been a case of becoming a martyr, like literally sacrificing yourself for a cause, and like in certain stories, for example, like Game of Thrones and stuff, there's like a really political kind of story, right? With like magic and fighting and shit. And there's always sides, right? You know, political sides and shit. And you never want to kill someone, but let them become a martyr, because they will enforce their entire side. Like that side will become stronger because they're like, oh my God, that guy died for us and all this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like very inspired, and then they'll become stronger, right? All right, let's get a ChatGPT definition of Valentine's Day. You want to read it again?
Okay, let's see. This is supposed to be 300 words. It seems so fucking long. Okay. Valentine's Day, celebrated annually on February 14th, is a day dedicated to love, romance, and affection. It originated from ancient Roman and Christian traditions, evolving into the modern holiday associated with expressing love through gifts, cards, and special gestures. Historical background. Valentine's Day is named after Saint Valentine, a priest in 3rd century Rome. One legend suggests he secretly performed marriages for soldiers forbidden to wed under Emperor Claudius II. Another story claims that he was impressed for helping persecuted Christians and sent a note signed "From your Valentine" to his jailer's daughters, inspiring the tradition of love letters. Modern celebrations. Today, Valentine's Day is widely celebrated across the world. Popular traditions include exchanging cards and love notes. Millions of Valentine's Day cards are sent, making it one of the biggest card-giving holidays. Gift giving. Flowers, especially red roses, chocolates, jewelry, and plush toys are common gifts. Romantic dinners and getaways. Couples often celebrate with special dates, whether at restaurants or cozy home-cooked meals. Acts of love and appreciation. Beyond romantic love, friends, family, and even pets are included in the celebration. Cultural variations. In Japan, women give chocolate to men, and a month later on White Day, men return the favor. In South Korea, singles observe Black Day. Oh, it is Black Day.
Whoa.
Holy shit. I thought that was... Okay. On April 14th, eating black bean noodles. Some countries emphasize friendship rather than romance. Conclusion. While Valentine's Day is commercialized, its essence remains the same, celebrating love and human connection in meaningful ways. Whether through a heartfelt letter, a thoughtful gesture, or quality time, it's an opportunity to show appreciation for loved ones.
You know, that's why South Korea has a population issue, because of Black Day. They're the only one. They celebrate being single.
Oh, yes, single.
That's not what Black Day means, Viv. You just explained it.
We have a whole month for that here.
Yeah, maybe that's why they have a population issue. You should try to celebrate, procreation if you want more population, I assume.
Oh.
Shouldn't you? Like, you should
I feel like in in South Korea, they're very focused on external factors, like how they look, their statuses, how much money they have, but mostly like how they look and their like status in terms of like career and romantic status. So I feel like for Singles Day, it's probably something that came about because so many people were fucking depressed or some shit.
And yet they can't get laid. With all that fake plastic surgery, they still can't get laid.
And unfortunately in Japan, it's not the same because people would be like, I'm not single, I have a waifu.
Oh yeah, that's weird too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everyone has their own culture, but they're literally gonna die off if they don't start making babies.
I heard.
So, as much as you like
Japan too.
Yeah, Japan, South Korea. Let me see. Let's see which countries are dying.
Faster.
Which countries are...
I think it's Japan first, because Japan has an older... I forgot what the term is, but their generation has a lot more older people in it than younger people. So when that huge chunk of older people pass away, it's going to take away a huge chunk of their population.
Let's see. Which country has a mortality issue? Is it mortality?
Mortality issue? I don't know what the term is.
Isn't the mortality rate like birth versus death?
Yeah.
Let me just see what ChatGPT said.
Which country has a mortality issue?
No, this is just about death. Okay, it's not mortality. It's like which country has. It's not birth specifically
Don't you
birth rate
Google
though.
it?
Which country
Has more
is
people dying than
aging
living?
too fast?
Okay, yeah. Japan.
Rapid aging. Japan, the world's most aged society with nearly 30% of the population over 65. Declining birth rates and a shrinking workforce create economic and social challenges. South Korea, see the first two we talked about are the ones with the most waifus. That's a problem, guys.
Italy.
Italy's next. That's kind of surprising. One of the oldest populations in Europe with a median age over 47. You know, I feel like I don't know too much statistics, but that feels kind of like
the Italy part.
The median at 47. I mean, it feels like they're off, but not that much off. You know.
Maybe it's true though.
Yeah. But you know what I mean?
Can
like,
you search up what the median age for
I feel
Japan
like if you told me Canada's median age was like 40, I'd be like, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Half the people under 40, the other half over 40. That sounds not too far off from reality. Like what I think is real. But they're saying with a median age over 47 is considered the oldest population. So that means it's pretty. That means it should be a lot lower number. That means half your population should be like under 40 or under 35, and then the other half over 35.
Mm-hmm.
Germany is the next one. Over 21% of the population is over 65, and the workforce is shrinking. High immigration helps counterbalance aging, but not enough. That's hard too. If you like, it's good to get immigration in, but if you get too much, then you become like
you also wipe out your fucking race.
Yeah, you just become a country.
Or you're too culturally diverse, and so you don't have, like, I don't know what's saying. This sounds like somebody annoyed or pissed off. If you have too much immigration, I feel like you wipe away. I don't know how else to say this, but you wipe away the people who are pure blooded.
It's the culture. Like if you have a company full of new people, you don't have the culture of the company's culture.
Yeah, like imagine if everyone in Germany is like 100% German. Eventually, with immigration, you have like some parts of it. Some people are like halves now, but then if a lot of the population keeps getting immigration in, and then they keep repopulating, then eventually you have people that are more like half German and a quarter German, and then like even less and less and less German as the generations go by.
First of all, you sound like literally Hitler right now.
I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, but I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is if you bring too many people in too fast, they're now just a bunch of other people living in Germany instead of a bunch of Germans living in Germany.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to be pure blooded to be German. Like you could be an Asian person that's German. You're like your parents immigrated to Germany and you were born in Germany and you're Asian and you're German. And that's fine. The whole point of that was that you guys immigrated there, you immigrated in small groups, and then you assimilated into Germany, and then you accepted and took in the values and beliefs and all this stuff, and you know the country's values. You became a German person, right? But then if you have a lot of people coming in a very short amount of time, then it just becomes a bunch of, just for example, Muslim people living in Germany now. They're not. They'll never become German. They'll just turn. They'll just make their own Muslim sect or group within Germany, right? Which, like, I'm not saying it's bad to be Muslim or anything like that, but I'm just saying in general, most immigration, you want them to become your country's people instead of some other country's people that just lives there.
Unless it's Canada, then you can be whatever you want.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we still think we're, you know, we all think of our original birth, right? But I guess it's still true that there are some Canadian values that most Canadians follow, but it's getting hard now.
That's true. I feel like we're the most multicultural, diverse place, though, or one of the most. Yeah, but then at the end of the day, the whole goal is to like assimilate them properly. And then when you like what Germany's doing, high immigration helping counterbalance the aging, it's like, I mean, you're just gonna end up having, you know, your population isn't going to go down, but
you're just going to become...
culture is going to be watered down.
You're just going to become like another, like, Saudi Arabia or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, if most of their immigration comes from Muslim, you're just going to become another Muslim country at some point, right? Because, like, if you think about it, if half the people, 50% of the people are now Muslim in your country, and, like, hardcore, like, they were born in a Muslim country and they immigrated there, theoretically, half of the elected representatives should also be Muslims, and then they'll start, pushing for other things that may not be in the interest of Germany. Right. What's the next one? China. Rapid aging due to decades of one-child policy. Workforce is shrinking, and by 2050, over 30% of its population will be elderly. I mean, I guess they could turn that shit around.
I don't think they need to. They have a lot of people anyways.
No, I still think they need to turn it around. Like, it's not the number of people that matters. It's the distribution of people. So you can have, like, a lot of people. You can have, like, the most people in your country of the entire world. But if they're all over 65, then you don't have the right distribution of population that's creating value for you, which is the younger generation, which is working and creating value and the actual workforce, right? Next one's Spain, and then France and UK. There's a lot of Europe and a lot of Asian countries. Damn. I guess no North America, no South America, no Africa, actually.
Guess we don't really have, like, population booms or anything.
Yeah, well, I think
it's all political for what happens with us.
Yeah. I mean, I think Africa and South America, they're just popping a lot of kids, but then they're, like, infant mortality, I think, is pretty high. Yeah. So then they have to make more kids, Like, they don't have a choice. They just have to keep popping them out.
It's like seahorses.
Yeah. I mean, is that like almost any animal, I guess? Or any...
I think seahorses, they pop out like tens of thousands of eggs and only like a couple hundred last. Or
is that
like,
same with turtles?
Yeah.
Like sea turtle? I always watch the documentaries where it's like the fucking eagles and the seagulls and shit go down and kill the turtles.
Yes, it's true.
You think that's like anti-evolution?
No, I think it just is what it is.
Really? I mean, wouldn't the smart thing would be like lay it somewhere else?
That's true. I don't know.
Just watch. There's gonna be one turtle that figured it out, and then all of a sudden, the entire turtle population in the world gets completely lit.
If I ever have a beachside house, I'm gonna create a turtle sanctuary there. Mark my words.
See, that's bad too, because you're gonna have a bunch of autistic turtles.
Fuck yeah. What? Why?
Because you're just gonna help turtles, and it's like the week won't die off, right?
But what if I help out the turtles, and there's more that have a better chance of surviving in it, so they're able to like come together and evolve or learn some shit?
Don't know if that's how it works, but maybe.
I just want them to live.
Because isn't it like the whole point? Well, not the whole point, but the point that makes it that they live so long, I think, is because they have such a small amount that gets to survive. So then maybe the like survival mechanisms beyond that first day of life is like way better. But then if you handicap that and you help them on their first day, then you just have a bunch of turtles, but the strongest doesn't survive. They all survive, right? So you have a bunch of weak ass turtles.
How's that the weak ass turtles though?
Because they didn't survive going through the beaches of Normandy.
Oh, I see.
Like the ones that survived going through that hell.
It's kind of like, okay, when you're a baby,
yeah,
you obviously need a parent to take care of you until you're the age of 2.
But that's because it takes 9 months to create one baby.
Okay, but hear me out.
They poop like 1,000 babies at once.
Hear me out, okay? If your parent didn't take care of you from the time you were born until you were 2, you'd be dead. You'd be dead. Okay? And that was not a time to test for how good you'll survive in the rest of your life.
That's why I'm explaining that. That's why it takes a lot more time to create a human to adulthood than it is for the turtle, because they can poop 1,000 at once. Like if your mom can make 1,000 babies at once, she would care less for each individual baby, and she can't care as much for each individual baby.
Are you calling out those families that have a lot of kids?
Not 1,000. They don't have 1,000. And no, it doesn't change that you have a lot of kids. It changed how many you can make at once. Right? So like animals that can make more babies at once, I assume that they cannot care for all of them as much. So then there will be higher mortality. You're just trying to play God then.
That's where I come in with my turtle sanctuary.
Great. I'm going to make my turtle soup factory right next to our turtle sanctuary. I'm like, oh, great. You're farming all these turtles for me, babe. This is a great idea.
I release them into the ocean. You have a net on the other side.
Come on here, little buddies.
This way over here.
Perfect. All right, cool. We learned something about White Day, Black Day, Valentine's Day. So anyways, what do you what do you usually do for Valentine's? What did you do as a kid? I think in school we always exchange cards and shit, right?
Yeah, as a kid, I am somebody who really likes celebrating any occasion, essentially. But I feel like I'm a hopeless romantic. So I also really like celebrating like Valentine's Day and like anniversaries and Christmas, even though Christmas isn't romantic based. But anyways, so like when I was a kid, I'd get really excited to buy really nice Valentine's Day cards for like everyone in my class.
Yeah.
And I would go get chocolates and little stickers or whatever and make little goodie bags and take my time like the night before writing down everyone's names and stuff like that. And then like a week before, I try and like pay attention to what colors people like and what stickers they might like the best. And I would go to class early and make sure I put it in everyone's cubby or at everyone's desk.
Dang.
Love that shit.
I don't actually remember giving out Valentine's Day cards. I think my parents couldn't buy any.
Oh.
So I don't think I remember giving them out.
Did you get them?
Yeah, but then I felt like it was kind of like the rules I feel like are good but are bad at the same time. So the rules are if you give Valentine's Day card, you have to give it to everyone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's kind of dumb because isn't the point to like give it to the person you like?
Yeah.
But it kind of makes sense too because like, yeah, I guess
people don't feel left out or bullied when you're a kid.
Some people would feel left out, and I do agree that that's pretty bad.
I feel like when you're a kid, it's more important to have kids feel included and like their peers than not.
That's true. I guess it makes sense. To be honest, I kind of like that idea now, and at least within elementary school.
Yes, I feel like also if you had a crush on somebody as a kid, you would get a bigger or nicer Valentine's Day card that's pretty obviously different from everyone else's.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think I remember. At least as a kid, I never really gave anything. I think only if my parents, like, by chance that year bought, like, a pack.
Oh, yeah.
Like a pack of 30 from, like, whatever. And then I was like, oh, now I can actually give them out.
I remember getting a Kim Possible one.
Oh.
And a Bratz one that was, like, tinfoil-y. I thought it was the nicest thing ever.
I don't remember much. Oh, actually, no. I do remember one was like the back of Smarties would have like to and from, and then you can just write there. So you just give them Smarties or something.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that was pretty convenient. But I think, I don't know. I swear my parents thought it was dumb and they never gave us any to like give out to people.
How did you feel when you got them from other people?
I go, oh, this is cool. This is sick. But then it's also kind of like weird too because like some kids will have bigger piles and some kids will have lower piles. So I was like, it kind of defeats the whole purpose because like you're supposed to give it to everyone, but then no teacher's gonna be like, oh, you only gave it to 20 of the 30 kids here. That's not allowed, right? So then the teachers don't give a fuck either, right?
That's true.
So then it just felt weird. It's like, okay, well, cool. I think I got the everyone has to give one.
I remember when I was a kid, I'd be like, I wonder how packed my little basket is going to be this year. And I remember one year, it was like just appropriately full and it wasn't packed. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think mine was like always like the low average. It's like mine was always the same. I think I always got the same amount as the kids that got the everyone has to give one to everyone type of kid. I was like, oh, whatever. 'Tis life.
I'd write myself one too.
Oh, really? That sounds pretty gay.
You're supposed to love yourself.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to like buy a card that you'll never keep.
I would keep it.
Oh, really?
I'd be like, wow, if I'm doing this for everyone else, I should do it for myself too, kind of thing.
That sounds a little fucked up, actually.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It's like you didn't. I don't know. Never mind. Just feels like no one loved you or something, or you didn't get enough love or something.
Okay, whenever your birthday came around when you were a kid, would you do anything?
What do you mean?
By yourself?
Like I'd have a birthday party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't write myself a birthday card.
Okay, I wouldn't write myself a birthday card.
I wouldn't get myself a birthday present. Like as an adult, I would. As an adult, I'd be like, oh, I'd be more willing to spend a little bit more money during this time because I want this thing.
Yeah.
It's around my birthday and it's like, once a year type of thing. But as a kid, I wouldn't be like, I'm going to get myself a gift for my birthday.
Okay, as a kid, I would be like, I would either get myself a cupcake or I used to collect stickers. And so I'd be like, all right, Viv, you can go fucking nuts. And use up all the stickers on this page.
Oh yeah, okay, that would make sense. The cupcake part is like, how the fuck would you afford a cupcake?
I mean, I'm really good at saving all my money.
Oh, you're Where the fuck would you buy one from without your parents knowing about it?
Maybe I asked my parents to take me, and you walk to like the convenience store, the mall really close by.
Oh, my parents would say no.
Like, okay.
No. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, as a kid, not really. And then as an adult, what did you, or not as an adult, I guess.
It's junior high.
Like, junior high and stuff. I don't think I gave anyone anything.
Junior high, there were those rose.
Oh, you could buy
things,
for someone, right?
Right?
Yeah.
What are they called?
It was like the students' union would like set it up.
Yeah.
Where you could buy a rose for someone and they'll come to class and they'll give it to that person specifically. Yeah, I don't think I ever received one. I never bought one either.
Okay.
Yeah. Like junior high for me was the most bro time of my life. It was just me and all the guys always hanging out. And it was it was a giant sausage fest. It was great. It's just the bros. So I don't know. At least I never gave a fuck about that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was fun.
I never cared about, or I never acted upon any of the crushes that I had either, because my opinion was that I'm a kid.
Oh really? You never even like talk to them and be like, "Hey, I like you" or something?
If I wasn't originally their friend, then no.
What do you mean?
Like if I had a crush on a friend, I would just still treat them like a friend.
Oh really? I would.
And I would literally do nothing different or nothing extra as if that person wasn't my crush. Because my opinion is that like I'm a fucking child. Whatever I do now will not last, and I don't want to waste my
you're so precious.
Like special experiences with somebody that I'm gonna fucking forget about in like a decade.
Wow.
You know. So I never acted on it. But then during,
must be sad.
No, I had a great time.
I mean, I always acted on mine. I just talked to the person.
Oh really?
Yeah.
If I wasn't originally their friend, then I wouldn't do anything extra. I wouldn't introduce myself or anything.
Oh well, yeah, but usually as like a teenager, you kind of just have a crush on your like someone you know that you eventually have feelings for, right? It's not just someone random.
Yeah. Or what if I know some people have crushes on people in like say your class, and you don't actually know them or they don't actually know you, so they have to be like, oh my god, fucking.
Yeah, but don't you like just talk to them and then you slowly become friends and then you...
Oh yeah, I wouldn't if I wasn't already their friend. Like I wouldn't do anything extra.
I would try to talk to them. It's fun. I mean, just chatting. You get a little nervous and shit. It's pretty fun.
Oh, tell me about when you've confessed to some of your crushes growing up.
I think growing up, like half the time it didn't. No, not half. Like probably like 75% of the time it didn't really work out. But then as an adult, I feel like it was kind of reverse.
It always worked out.
No, like I mean, I wouldn't just randomly confess. It would just be like, I feel like as an adult, you know the senses more, and you kind of know, okay, they're feeling it too, and then when you say it, then it's like you kind of already know the answer or expect the answer.
How about not confessing and just making a move?
What do you mean?
As an adult, because I feel like there's people
like the pervert. What are you talking about?
People who like ask you out on a date, or they try and like make a move on you because they think that something's going on between you two, and I'm like, are you? What the fuck?
Like being a pervert?
No,
like that's literally something.
It's literally like completely reading your connection wrong or whatever, or like taking too big of a jump and being like, yes, I have faith, and I'm like, no.
Well, okay, as a kid, I feel like I would try to talk to them, and then it was weird actually. I think as I got older, maybe the success rate maybe gone up a little bit better. But then when you're a kid, you just say, and they're obviously not into you. Not really.
What would you say?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't do it unless I like kind of knew them more than just face value.
Okay.
And we actually like hung out a couple times.
Okay.
And then
what was hanging out, like walking back home after school?
Yeah, sure. Something of the similar variety.
Okay.
And then at some point you just say, yeah, I like you, and then they'll say like, no thanks or something, and I'm like, all right, great.
Oh shit.
But it's cool. It's nice. I mean, it's fun because like you get the nervous feeling right before you say it and all this stuff. You get all worked up, and then they crush you, and it's like, you know what? That was like, you're sad for maybe like a day or two, listen to some, Blink-182 or some bullshit like that, and then after that you're fine, and then you just move on with life, right?
It's definitely not something I've experienced before.
Yeah, as a kid, and then as an adult, it's like you just get a better sense of what they're gonna say or do.
Yeah.
First, so then
unless I feel like that's
less
accurate,
iffy.
but inaccurate at the same time. Because I feel like there's some people that really like to take that leap of faith.
Like the perverts you're talking about?
No, they're not always perverts. There might be somebody who's just like one-sided in love with you.
Yeah, but then like what
crushing
you're
on you.
telling me is that okay, if someone was one-sided in love with me
Yeah.
and they told me and I rejected them, that's a perfectly normal thing. But if they tried to kiss me, that's a pervert.
Okay, when I say make a move, I mean like do something like, hey, I like you. And you're like, whoa, okay, why? I've literally never given you anything but bro vibes or whatever the fuck.
Like confessing to you.
Yeah,
and
confessing
shit. I thought
or
you
being like,
said
oh, come, let's go on a date. Or they like, yeah, maybe try to kiss you.
Isn't
or do
that just like
something.
confessing? That's
Or
not making a move. Making a move would be like grabbing your ass or some shit.
I feel like that can still be considered making a move because it's like making a move to change your type of relationship.
Yeah, if they grab my ass, they're a pervert.
Okay.
If they try to kiss me, they're a pervert. And then, but if they confess to me, then that's a perfectly normal human being, right? And you just be like, oh, no thanks, or something like that, right? Or if you're into it, then they're like, yeah, great, right?
You wouldn't be like, where the fuck did you get this idea from?
No.
Oh.
I'd be like, yeah, okay. If it was just one side, like, yeah, I'm not really into you.
You wouldn't be. There would be no side of you that would be like, how does this person think that this was where this was going?
I feel like as an adult, it's also a little different. It's kind of like you get more of the physical attraction first and the physical.
I disagree.
Stuff. Okay, well, that's what I think at least.
Okay.
I think before the even I like you part or whatever, or let's be a thing, you kind of go on a date or two, and then there might be some more physical connection.
I feel like when you already go on a date, it's already like, oh, I like see you in some sort of way.
I mean, you could be in a phase where you're just dating,
but you don't like each other that way.
Like
you're like, we're strictly platonic.
You could be like dating many people, as in like you're just hanging out and seeing what you like. I feel like that's a very early 20s thing.
Okay.
Right. So then it's like, yeah, I like you as a person, but maybe not as a couple. But I don't know that yet until I get to know you a bit better. And then going on a date is the opportunity to get to know that.
True.
Right. So then we go on a date, and then if the dates do end up well, and there's not just emotional connection, there's like physical connection too, then it becomes like obvious signs. Right. Then you don't have to have that awkward moment where it's like, you're a fucking pervert. Right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because you're both into it, right? If I was into someone and they try to grab my ass, then they're not a pervert now because they could sense
they're initiating another thing.
Yeah, they could sense the physical connection too. Right?
I see.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like
how your first example was someone grabbing your ass over like.
I mean, when you said grabbing your hand, I'm like, what do you mean making? Okay, yeah, even if they grab my hand randomly, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? If I'm not into them, right?
Yeah.
If they grab my hand, I'm like, is it? Are you cold or something?
Do you need something?
Yeah. But no, like I don't like swoon many females or anything like that. But I think the rates were just different as a kid into a teenager into an adult. It's just like
it's just serious.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like as an adult, if I was into someone, but I knew they weren't into me at all, I wouldn't even attempt it. So then that wouldn't count towards your rate of success of that, right? Because you're like, I think they're cute, I think they're attractive, but then
I feel like some people would attempt it still though.
Yeah, and they just don't understand, or they don't get the social cues, right? Like if I think I'm into that person, and then they get I get the total vibe that they're not into me at all, or they're really into someone else, then I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna move on or something. Right? See that. So then that doesn't count towards your success rate because you're like
you never actually
like
put a step out there.
You understood the social cues and the environment, and you kind of walked away from it, right? Which is, I think, normal.
I think so too.
Yeah, but as a kid, I definitely would confess it just straight up. But as an adult, it would.
Did you find it fun at the moment when you were a kid? I'm guessing
no, it was nerve-wracking. But like thinking back, I was like, it was a unique feeling. Like you don't get that feeling anywhere else, or very few times you get that feeling.
I guess I would never experience that then.
Yeah, it's like you get super nervous when you ask about it, and you ask about it, and as soon as you ask, you're like, oh, they're for sure gonna say no. It's all doom and gloom.
Oh.
And then if they say no, they're like, all right, that met expectation.
All right, fuck you.
And then if they say yes, you're like super happy because you already expected them to say no.
Yeah. And that's the normal route of how things usually go.
As a kid, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. As an adult, I don't think so at all.
Interesting.
As an adult, you kind of already know what's going on. I feel like, at least, or you should. If you don't, then you just haven't tried it enough. Right. Yeah, it's fun. It's like the feeling of the chase.
Really? The rejection part is a feelings is a chase
it's
part?
like
I feel like
it's a shitty part of the chase.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
But it's like everything leading up to it was all kind of necessary. And like not necessary as in like you had to do it, but it's kind of a nice learning stage of life and relationships.
I would define part of the chase being when you two actually show some sort of affinity towards one another, and then the chase would be the whole process from that point to the point of when you guys become like official.
Well, there's the chase point of like you liking that person and that person being indifferent at first.
Yeah.
And then say you like talk to each other, get to know each other more, you know, she likes to hang out with you more, etc., etc., etc. That's part of the chase. That's like you liking someone and then giving your effort to make it non-platonic.
Oh yeah.
That's part of the chase.
I would say so.
And that's
it's essentially you're essentially trying to build your desire for one another.
Yeah.
Until it's at the same level and when you become official. Yeah,
and that chase is it's fun. It's pretty cool, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's just different. It's a different feeling, right?
I think everyone that's been in a relationship at one point can say that the chase is like pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
and
like
the honeymoon phase too.
Yeah. It's like the pre honeymoon phase is pretty fun, and then into the honeymoon phase is pretty fun, and after that, it's like up to the relationship, I guess. Yeah, it's unique. I like it. I don't know. It was fun at the time.
Okay, so how do you think this? We went over like as how this shows up as a kid, and then in junior high. How do you think Valentine's Day and celebrating relationships and shit shows up in high school?
I feel like high school is just a more dramatic version of junior high, where it's like you get even more flowers through students' union sent to that person. You make a bigger show of. I feel like the relationship was even less about the relationship, but showing the affection was more important than the relationship itself.
It's a lot of people's firsts too. I feel like in high school, most people lose their V card.
Yeah.
Most people perhaps get in their first long-term or like big heartbreak.
Yes, yeah. But I feel like in high school, in junior high, it was like a little bit about the show, more about like, you know, just a bunch of kids in puberty trying to figure shit out. And then high school, I just feel like it's all about showing affection rather than being a good person in the relationship.
I can see that.
Like showing everyone that you bought your the girl you like a giant teddy bear or something.
Oh yes, like you're right. At the fair, you get the biggest teddy bear.
Yeah. Then obviously Students Union always makes money from this shit, which is great for them, I guess. They're smart about it. Or
if you're in the States and you have homecoming, you have like this whole homecoming proposal thing where you ask, or where the guy would ask the girl, can you go to homecoming with me? Or will you be my prom date or some shit?
Yeah. I guess do other countries even experience that? I guess in Japan they have like festivals and shit that you ask people to go to.
I see that.
But I'm just trying to think of other cultures. Like right now, for some reason, when you said that, I was thinking about India the whole time. I was like, what the fuck would they do? They'd be like, I don't give a fuck about this.
ChatGPT it up.
What do Indians do for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, in high school.
Indian people do for Valentine. Okay, let's just say what they do in younger generations in urban areas. Okay.
What?
But do they do anything special? Okay. Are there special Indian celebrations for Valentine's Day in high school?
Oh, this sounds pretty fucking standard.
In Indian high school, Valentine's Day is celebrated in a more low-key, informal way compared to Western countries. Since most schools in India have strict rules about dating and public displays of affection, students find creative ways.
loving.
Oh, okay. So they're just a bit more strict on that stuff. Wearing color codes, and some students follow an informal color code to express their relationship status. Red is taken, yellow is just friends, green is open to love. Shit, you can have a school full of greens.
Whoa. And then whoever is red, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, who are they dating?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just thinking, like, in certain countries, like, the idea of homecoming and shit must sound like the dumbest shit ever. Like, if you, like, talk to like, Somalian, they'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. Right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, we never really had that. I guess, did you have dances in high school? We
We
had in junior high only. I don't if there were any in high school, I was not informed, or I just never went, or I never even thought about it.
Me too. I don't think my school had any. I know my junior high school had dances.
Yeah.
My high school had pep rallies, but that's not
Well,
anything
that's
of
just
the
like
same.
getting
That's for
ready for the sports game, right?
But then people would be like, "Oh, you want to go to the pep rally together?"
Oh yeah, because it's usually an after school
Or
event,
if
right?
there's a rugby game, because my school is mainly known for rugby. If there's a rugby game,
Or my
then
school was known for.
people would be like, "Oh, you want to go to the rugby game?" And that's like after school together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty similar. Yeah, we didn't have dances. We had dances in junior high. They were gay as fuck. I went to one and I never went again.
I went to one, and I'll never went again. And instead, I went to the computer lab and played games on the computer.
Oh really? We all just we're allowed to not like the dances after lunch.
Uh-huh.
We're allowed to leave school if we have a parents note. So me and all the
shit.
guys, we all got parents note. And we went to the movies and we watched like 3 movies.
Oh shit!
That was great.
So,
You just buy one ticket and you watch a bunch of.
and you
other
just keep
movies.
walking.
Yeah, from theater to theater.
I was very scared of being a delinquent back then.
Yeah, and then yeah, it was fun. And then in high school, I think there were events for sure. Like near Valentine's Day, it would be like buy chocolates for your whatever Valentines, right?
Uh-huh.
And you write down their name, you pay them money and all that shit, and they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. There must be no. There's no dances. I don't know. There must have been something else, but I was barely all there in high school.
What do you mean?
Like I didn't give a shit about school.
I was barely all there.
Like high school felt so boring for me.
Uh-huh.
Like I felt like I wasn't actually learning anything.
Oh yeah, it was
So-
very easy.
So
Felt like you ruled the school, right? Type of shit.
no, it just felt like
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
want to be here the whole time I was there. Because I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I felt boring as fuck. And then
Okay,
when I got
did
a
you
car,
skip a lot then?
in grade 11, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, grade 11, grade 12 was the most. Grade 12, I had to try to make 50% attendance.
Jesus Christ.
I forget, was it 50 or was it 70 that you had to make for walking the stage or some shit?
I have no idea.
They have some dumb rule where it's like you could pass all your courses, but you have to have minimum attendance to walk the stage with your fellow classmates and shit.
I know about that rule. I never skipped. I think I only skipped like a handful of classes.
I was on the edge. I was very close to not making that number.
But my one friend Carmen, she skipped so much class that she was not on that. She was failing to meet that number,
Yeah.
and so they had to give her a warning.
Yeah.
And because she skipped so much class, I made a little joke and spread a rumor around the school that she transferred schools.
Yeah.
And so whenever she did show up, people would be like, "Oh, you're here to visit! Oh my god, you're sitting in our class!" It was fucking hilarious because she'd be like, "I go here. What the fuck do you mean?"
Yeah. No, I just as soon as I got a car in high school, it was like fuck school. I just went and did my own thing all the time.
I can see that. I feel like in your friend group, if you're one of the first people to get a car,
It was
you fucking drive everyone.
it was pretty bad.
and you're the go-to driver for everything.
See, the problem
was me
was
too.
the problem was I was the youngest of all my friends too,
Oh,
and I was the first one to get a
I
car.
was like the oldest.
Yeah, I was the first one to get a car too. So I was like, fuck these guys, fuck these bums. And then the worst thing was like not a single one of them got a car for like another year or two.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
same.
fuck these bums.
I was like the go-to driver for everything.
Sucked. Anyways, what was I gonna ask again next? Another pre-prompt. Gift giving. Oh yeah, what do you give gifts now, or what did you give, or what do you do now? So like post high school or within uni and adulthood.
In high school, I would mainly, if I'm thinking about what I actually did at the time, I would get small gifts that were momentous to or meaningful to the relationship. And I would always try and like make something, like bake something or cook something.
Like you had a boyfriend at the time and
Yes.
you would make that boyfriend something.
Yeah,
I
like cupcakes or cookies or something that they liked. And then I would buy something that was momentous to the relationship that they would probably like.
Yeah, I would. I'm trying to think. I think I would just buy some random plush
Mm-hmm.
and we go for dinner.
Mm.
The usual guy thing, I think. Very
Mm.
standard. I think it's usually either flowers or some plush or chocolates.
Yeah.
I found the chocolate thing kind of dumb because like you could literally like if I went to the store tomorrow to buy chocolates, it'd be so cheap.
Yeah, I think the chocolate part is very dumb because I also would never eat the whole box of chocolates too.
Yeah. I mean, you could be dating a fatty.
I mean, it could be.
So that'd be perfect. Yeah, so that was about it. And then I think after that, it was just mostly in uni. Don't think I really ever celebrated because it was always during exams. So I was like, there's no point. I have other shit.
I'd be very upset if I was in a relationship and my significant other and I did not celebrate.
Really? I can't. It's literally exam time right now.
I don't care.
Kids.
We'll find a time to celebrate something.
I find Valentine's Day very bad timing for me because it always coincides with like Chinese New Year's and stuff. So I'm always so busy with other things.
Oh, that makes sense.
Even as a kid, my parents always like forced me to do all these things during Chinese New Year's.
Yeah.
So it's always around that same time. And then in uni, that same timing was also exams and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't deal with it. I was just like, no, I'm not doing any of this stuff. I have to focus on what I think is most important right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then now, I'm here with you on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'm hanging with Joyce on Sunday.
What plans do you have with Joyce?
0. We're both super busy.
Mhm.
Me for non-important reason, but her for work and other shit. Actually, I'm pretty busy with work too. I've been getting some overtime work and shit that I have to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. But then also because of the car, I've been working a lot on that. So I've been really busy with that. So no, this year we don't really have a plan. We actually almost never celebrate Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because I'm either vegetarian, which I don't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to like be a sack of shit when I'm vegetarian. Or we're busy, I think. Those are the two options. Because she's usually busy for work during this time of the year too.
Mm.
So, I don't know. Valentine's Day is pretty meaningless for me so far.
It's very meaningful to me.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how have you been doing it the last couple of years? You've been hanging with a lot of single folks?
Okay, so it doesn't really mean much to me if I'm not in a relationship because to me it's like a very relationship focused.
You lied to me.
It's meaningful to me when I'm in a relationship.
I see.
But if I'm not in one, then it doesn't really mean much to me at all because it's a very relationship focused holiday in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will get something for Lumi every single year because to me it's like a celebration of love and I love any excuse to celebrate Lumi or do something for her. So I'll do that for her.
What do you get her?
Like a toy or some treats.
Does she still play with toys?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tara only wants a ball or that his one toy?
Lumi specifically, I feel like I've learned what type of toys that she likes. She likes toys that have a lot of limbs and like dangly things off of them so that she could chew them off.
Yeah, so does Taro. But he only likes this one toy, the one I bought 6 of.
Oh, yeah. That's brilliant. I would do the same if it was Lumi. But Lumi, I bought doubles of 2 of her toys that she really likes. So I know they have them at Homes Alive Pets because that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
It's this pack of monkeys that you're supposed to buy to fill this big banana. Yeah. And you're supposed to like stuff the monkeys in the banana and the dog is supposed to work to pull them out. And Lumi used to love it when I first bought it for her. Yeah. But now she doesn't care to like pull it out. Now she'll take the monkeys and she'll bite off the ears. Yeah. And she'll bite off the arms and the legs and the tail. And so they're all dismembered.
Yes.
Except when I bought her another pack of it, so another 3. So now she has 6. Yeah. Only 2 of them. One of them's fully dismembered. Yeah. The second one is like partially dismembered and the third one isn't dismembered. So I'm like, fuck. Even if you really like it, I can't buy her the same toy again because she'll grow old And
Okay.
she'll grow tired of it.
I think partially is their scent too, because they rub their scent a lot on the toy.
Oh, that's true.
So Taro will make his toy limbless also. But then what we do is when I open the new one for him,
Yeah.
he'll be excited because I think he knows what it is now.
Yeah.
But then we tie it together so the scent slowly like diffuses to his new toy. So then when we throw it away, he won't be sad.
Oh, that makes sense. I dump her new toys into her toy basket, so it does that.
Oh yeah, okay. But he only likes that one toy. Like that's his one favorite one.
Is
So
it
that's
a pig?
it's the fucking monkey, the
thing?
pink monkey thing.
Oh, okay.
It has like 6 limbs because the 2 ears are super floppy.
Yeah.
So he tears those off too, and then he tears off the arms, and then there's also a tail on it that he tears off.
Brilliant.
And then once it's limbless and the squeaker's gone, because he eventually finds a squeaker and he pulls it out too.
Yeah.
Then, and then once it gets really dirty, then it's about time we switch to a new one. I think we've been averaging 2 a year right now.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, but I might have to buy more soonish. Actually, I don't know. I think I have another. Oh, it's because I left one at my sister's house too.
Mm.
Yeah, he just loves that toy and ball and laser. Those are the only things he likes. So
Well,
I was
I've
like,
never
dude,
tried a laser on
there's
them.
no point. Every time I buy him a new toy, he barely plays with it. He'll like get a little excited because it's something new, and then he'll smell it and he'll walk away.
Oh, so sad.
So then, but if you get him like a box of balls, that'll last him forever. Like he loves it, and he actually plays them to the point where the ball breaks.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So then, and he also likes like to bring balls outside sometimes, which is super lame in the winter.
Oh yeah, because you need to go find them, or you just leave them all
Dude,
season
they're fucking
long.
bored. They're buried right now. So my brother, I think on his like second Christmas or third Christmas for Taro, he bought him a giant like box of balls, and I think that's like we're at the last layers of balls.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's been going through balls.
Why don't you bring the balls back in?
No, like he'll literally break some or lose some.
Oh shit! I see.
Yeah, but it's weird too because sometimes he'll lose it and he won't tell you he lost it until like the next day. Then he'll pull you somewhere and he'll start crying. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then he'll like start pointing at something, and then he's like, "There's a ball there," and then I'll go grab it. Or sometimes he'll do it like a week later. So for some
He's
reason,
like, I've been upset with you all week. You didn't fucking notice.
no, I swear sometimes he'll like be so distracted, and then all of a sudden he'll remember, oh, I had a ball here, and then he'll like go look for it. Yeah, those are his favorite toys. Oh, he also really likes the CCTV camera.
Oh
The
yeah.
screen. He fucking loves that screen.
Whenever I come over, if I don't hear him bark, I'm like, oh, Taro isn't home. Before I even walk like anywhere remotely near your door.
Yeah, he'll see it on the camera. I swear, I should just get like a screen that's like random old footage of people coming over, and he'll just be so
Go
excited and
fucking
crazy.
Go off barking all the time, or just put a TV, put any like CCTV footage there, not even of your house, just anywhere.
Just a random one connected to some like random Korean town. Also just going crazy. That's pretty smart. Yeah.
He'll be like, yeah, at the dog park telling other dogs, life changed a lot in 2025 when the Koreans invaded. They never left my house.
I should just get a continuous loop of CCTV footage of people like leaving somewhere, so then he'll think he's chasing people away.
Oh yeah.
Then he'll think he's superior of some sort. But I don't think he needs that
I'm doing
anymore.
such a good job.
Wait, what else about Valentine's Day we want to talk about today?
Okay, how do you think how you, I guess not, since you already said it. I was going to say go from high school to like adulthood, how Valentine's Day has changed. But if you say you like never celebrate it, then I guess nothing could change.
I was poor in high school and I was still poor in uni, so then it didn't change.
Oh, okay.
And then again, I was so busy with school, so
That
it
makes
didn't really
sense.
change. And then now I could do more about it, but I feel like I don't like. Maybe it's bad to think like this, but I feel like we don't. At least I feel like Joyce doesn't care about it, and I for sure don't care about it.
I mean, if you both don't care about it, then I'll see why
Like
you should.
we don't
do
have an
anything.
anniversary date,
Oh,
so like we don't. I feel like dates for us aren't as sentimental as other people.
yeah.
Like maybe our birthdays and stuff, but even then we kind of make it too easy for each other. We'll be like, "This is what I want," and then we'll just buy each other whatever, right? So I don't know. No specific date's very important to us. I think we just like to go with the flow.
I mean, as long as it works for the both of you, then that's what matters, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I would absolutely hate that though.
Yeah, I can tell.
I have never had an anniversary date that was like solid on the date. it's always been, oh, this was like a very momentous date at the beginning of when we kind of started.
Oh, so it's not
So
like
we would decide on a date and then yearly celebrate on that date.
Yeah, I think me and Joyce had to dig back like 4 or 5 years. So it was like, what date did we actually meet each other?
Because I feel like you don't always have an occasion where you're like, will you officially on this day start dating me? It's always something that's more gradual. I feel like that's more realistic.
Yeah. So then, there's not really. I mean, unless I propose or we get married, there's no real significant date. The only other significant date I can remember of is like Taro's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Is because I met her like soon after getting Taro.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can kind of trace it back. Like Taro was born on September 25th.
Yeah.
And then I got him.
Sometime
what's
in
this
October?
typical like 12 week after, right? Is it 12 or 8 weeks after?
It's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's like sometime in November.
Mm.
Because it was end of September, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how I kind of track some of those things. And then her birthday. Dude, I like me remembering her birthday is big.
Why?
I don't remember anyone's birthday. I don't even know my sister's birthday.
That's fucking terrible.
I don't know my parents' birthday. The only time I remember their birthday is when I write down on my whiteboard because I have to help them with their documents.
You know what would be so easy to remember these things?
Mhm.
The cellular device that you use every day. But I guess you also don't use your cell phone that often.
Yeah, but then that's not remembering now.
But at least you could, I guess if you don't care to
you have to. What dates do you remember? For example, I remember Tara's birthday, September 25th. Like I can say it off
a lot of people's birthdays.
But other than that, I don't remember any. And the only reason I remember Tara's birthday is because it's just a different month, but the same day as mine. So it's like really easy to remember.
That makes sense.
But so for example, here's a trick one, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fuck it up. So I really hope they don't listen to this. I think my sister's birthday is September 4th.
Okay.
My brother's November 6th. But I'll be honest, I'm not confident because I always mess up the 4 and the 6.
Oh, interesting.
I know the month, the birth month, but I always mess up the 4 and the 6.
Terrible.
So it could actually be reversed, and I could have fucked all of this up completely. But usually around that time, I'll be like, birthday question mark? and then I can figure it out. Right?
And you're like, and they say yes or no, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah. Like birth month is fair. Like I know my mom's born November, I know my dad's born in April. But
no idea the day.
Okay, so like not recently, like the last 4 or 5 years, I finally remembered my dad's, and then I realized it was so easy to remember anyways because his is on April 20th.
Okay, 420.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, that should have been easy to remember. But I never remembered it before because I don't know, I'm just really bad with date, like remembering specific people dates. Like certain dates are very easy to remember, like December 25th. Like that's a very easy one to remember.
Yes,
right?
Christmas.
Like September 11th, right? Like
why is that the second one you named?
Like July 1st, right?
Yes.
Like November 11th.
Yes.
Right. Those are those are super easy to remember, right? Or like it's not that it's easy to remember, but it's like it's ingrained from school, right? But birthdays wasn't ingrained anyway, so I always had a hard time actually memorizing exactly what date and years too. I'm really bad with the year. Like I know the birth month of both my brother and sister. I don't know what year they were born. I think I know, but again, I don't want to butcher this.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
I remember like everyone's birthday,
Yeah,
or at least like all my closest people and like in my friend circle usually.
Oh, it's a fucking struggle for me. It's the one thing I have trouble with. I can remember where you live. Like if I drove to your house twice, I could pretty much go to your house from anywhere.
Oh, you're right. I'm bad at that.
Yeah, but you fucking tell me your birthday, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Like I remember your birthday, but I have a confession. Every single week
your mom's
that I come here,
birthday, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah. So it's
every single week that I come here for the podcast, every Friday, I still GPS my way over here just in case I take a wrong turn somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always like, I don't want to accidentally take a wrong turn and end up like somewhere fucking else.
Yeah. Like if
I know the general way, but I feel like there's still maybe like 30% of the road that I'm like, oh, I don't remember which turn it is.
Yeah. No, it is. I think it's just different. Our brains are good at different things. Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. For me, if I go anywhere like more than twice, the third time I could probably remember exactly how to get there.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Which is helpful. Like when I went to San Diego, I like almost know where I'm going. because I went there like 3-4 times for the robotics competition.
Yeah.
So after that, like when I started driving, I was like, it's pretty easy to know exactly where to go and stuff. It's hard to fuck up. Yeah.
I'm just starting to learn the places in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
I go there like every year, multiple times.
I feel like I know enough of the roads within Richmond and going into downtown Vancouver, enough to figure it out.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then, yeah, San Diego's good. The reason I remember LA, or I know LA roads so well, is because it's very similar to GTA 5. I played the fuck out of that game, so I know where things are approximately. I know approximately where everything is.
They have construction on a building. You're like, wait a minute, was this established post 2020?
Yeah, like I don't know exactly, but I know like, okay, the beach is this side of the city, and then this is like this other thing is this side of the city. This is where Hollywood is, and then this is where this thing is. But that's just because from the game, because it's not exactly, but there's a lot of good similarities to it.
Yeah.
Like Los Santos is pretty similar to Los Angeles. Los Santos is the city in GTA.
Oh shit, I see.
Yeah, I was surprised because when I went to Miami, it was cool too because it's very similar to Vice City, the other GTA game. So that'd be cool. Like when I did go there, when I went on cruise, I did recognize some landmarks before we even got there. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty
cool. Yeah. Especially if you recognize streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, like certain hoods are very, very obvious. Damn. And the new GTA will be based off Miami.
GTA 6? It's never going to come out.
I think it's coming out this year. No.
Oh, is that actually?
No, I think maybe the release date's coming out this year.
I think I played GTA for like 5-10 minutes one time in my life.
GTA 6 release date. November, they're saying? Fall 2025. Yeah, so this year.
Oh, right? Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I might take some time off. But okay, actually I probably won't because I think they only come out in PS5 and Xbox first, and I have neither because I'm poor. So I might wait till it comes on PC, or I might buy a PS5
because you're poor.
Yes. Yeah, I've always gone GTA like right when it comes out in the past, but I don't know if I should this year just because I kind of want to wait till it comes out on computer.
I would imagine the whole game would be fucking sick as fuck. Like really realistic and accurate to all the places it's
not just that. It's so weird. It's a gamer thing. There's a lot of Easter eggs, which is the coolest part about it. And yeah, there are some stuff that makes it really like RP, like very role playing similar. Like a stripper would act like a legitimate stripper in the game, and that's kind of cool. Like if you punch them in the face and stuff.
I forgot what game it is, but I saw a social media article that there's some games that are implementing AI into the NPC characters, and so you can kind of train the characters to have a personality and have a different dialogue than anyone else that's playing with that NPC, or at least their dialogue would be an insanely bigger range of responses and type.
I mean, I feel like
it's pretty sick.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, it was already starting to get there. Obviously, they're still bounded to a certain set of things they do, but I feel like they're more willing.
Westworld.
They're more willing to go off track a bit in RDR 2. But yeah, that'd be cool if they make it a bit more AI. But we're just trying to think like how much that'll improve the game.
I feel like it would make it a lot more realistic.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't play a game because it's realistic. Like sometimes you play a game because you want to fuck with the NPCs, but now if you fuck with them and they bring like an army of like 100 people, I'm like, oh, like they just fucking ruined the game for me, man. Like I thought you were just some random.
I had to spend my time in the game fucking hiding from this game that developed.
Yeah, right. Like, what if you're like some people play the game because they want to play a evil character because sometimes it's legitimately fun, right? Like in Fable, I don't know if you ever played Fable. No. It's a game where you could actually pick the story actually diverges. So you could pick being a good person or a bad person. And as you do quests in a way that you're a bad person or a bad person, your trait becomes different. And then the abilities you get are also different. Like the game the abilities.
Oh, abilities.
That you get are completely different if you're good or bad, right? And so is like Infamous. And that's really cool because like you can make in that game you could be super OP strong, but people hate you, so they'll try to attack you right away. but you're just like the devil, right?
Oh shit.
So it's really cool. But yeah, in GTA, I think it will be helpful to a certain point of having that AI, that realism in it. Personally, what I think would be great is just making the online servers better.
Oh yeah.
Like if you could have 100 people playing on the same server,
That would be insane.
with low latency.
I feel like a lot of people like having their own server too, though.
Yeah. When you're like playing campaign mode and shit like that. But there are already servers that can host like 100 some people and stuff, and I think that's the cool part. That's when you get RP and things like that. But for NPCs to go ham, yeah, it'd be kind of interesting.
I feel like that'd be pretty interesting. My closest experience to not NPCs going rogue, but fucking with NPCs would be, it's very minuscule, but it's in Legend of Zelda when you go grab a chicken and you start fucking with the chicken and like hitting it and stuff, and then the chicken will come and bring a whole gang of chickens to attack you.
Wait, can't you steal stuff from the store and then the guy fucks you up in Zelda?
Not that I remember.
Was it the newer ones? I swear you could like steal from the store.
Really?
And then they start like...
Oh, like you bring a bottle to one of like the potion stores and you just swipe it and steal a potion and they'll be like, hey!
Oh, I feel like there's another... I feel like I briefly played it and there's a way that you can like steal shit and then the store owner will start like attacking or like getting pissed at you and shit.
Oh shit, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that stuff in the games would be pretty cool, but
I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. I think that's the only Legend of Zelda game I haven't played yet. Kind of crazy.
I'm not too into it. What else about Valentine's Day? Oh, what do you guys usually eat? Is there something special?
I feel like you could eat something slightly fancier or like at least something that you both really fucking love.
I remember Boston Pizza had those heart-shaped pizzas.
Oh yeah? Do you like pizza?
No, not really, but it was kind of cool. They don't always make heart-shaped, even though
That's
it's
not bad.
very easy.
Very
and
easy.
it looks really ugly. Like it doesn't look like a heart. Because they try to bake it so there's like crust all around.
Oh yeah.
So then it looks like either like a obese heart, like the edge on the top corner is like kind of shitty, or the top middle, or it's too sharp of a heart because they had to like exaggerate the shape.
They make it really long, right?
Yeah.
I've seen photos of it.
Fuck, they should just make dick pizzas.
I'm sure they do.
That'd be hilarious, and everyone would like it. Girls would love it for sure, and guys would think it'd be so funny. Right? Like, that's hilarious.
I was like, where's he going with this? Guys would love it too.
Yeah, they would because they'll think it's hilarious, right? If you gave a guy like a dick-shaped bread, they'll buy it for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I think they'll buy it, and girls will buy it.
I don't know how many
The
girls
guys will
would
buy it, and they'll like give
like-
it to their other guy friends.
I feel like girls would only like it if it was for like a bachelorette or as like a troll thing, because I've only ever done stuff to do with like phallus looking stuff if it was for a bachelorette or if it was for Noel.
No other reason?
Yeah.
You don't just eat a corn dog for fun?
If I had my own bachelorette though, I would not want anything phallus shaped there.
Really?
Yeah.
You want something
I feel like this looks
clam shaped?
Yes. In my opinion, it's like very distasteful looking.
Oh, really? You don't like the look of a 2D penis?
I mean, if you have penis shaped things everywhere, I'd just rather not.
Oh. I mean, you like corn dogs?
You're gonna have corn dog shaped things everywhere?
I mean, that's a phallus shaped thing.
I guess so. But I feel like for bachelorettes, it's specifically dick shaped things. Like confetti or streamers or whatever the hell else.
I've never been to one, so I wouldn't know. But yeah. I feel like the only bachelor parties I've ever been to are all pretty like chilled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to any wild ones.
I feel like guys don't decorate as much as girls.
Yeah, I agree. Feels like kind of a waste of time. At least. I mean, there's some value for a bachelorette, right? Because you guys have to post that shit on social media and then some other shit like that, right? Usually. Yes. So, but for guys, it feels like whatever. If I had a bachelor party, I don't know what I would do.
Oh yeah, what would you want to do? What would be your perfect bachelor party?
I have some ideas, so I'm not set on one of them. Watching a UFC fight would be pretty sick for a bachelor party.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Or WWE would be pretty sick.
Like
too.
In person, right?
Yeah, like
around really close to the ring.
Yeah. No, not necessarily close to the ring. Just being there, I think. The atmosphere is WWE would be pretty sick too. I mean, a hockey game would be fun, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
I think it's mostly like sports or something. Really, I think would be really cool.
they're pretty sick.
Or some type of like sports festival, like X Games.
Whoa,
That'd be sick, right? If
That
you
would
went
be
and like
sick.
attended an X game for a bachelor party, I think that'd be pretty sick.
that would be sick.
Yeah, I think that's all I can really think of is like kind of like festival-ish things.
Okay, what would you eat? What would you do?
Just normal shit. I don't know. Like, okay, so it probably won't be here because
Mm-hmm.
we almost never host any of the cool shit in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably had to go somewhere for that. And yeah, it wouldn't be anything like special we'd eat. It'd just be like, well, just whatever.
Mm.
Just like, for example, we went to like Chicago, it'd be like, their deep dish pizza or whatever's famous there
Yes.
or very well known there, right?
Makes sense.
So it wouldn't be anything specific. But yeah, that'd be cool to watch some cool sporting event or a sumo match. That'd be cool too.
Oh shit. They still have that?
Yeah, in Japan. But it's actually really hard to get tickets. Like you have to, yeah, I don't know. When we tried, every time we tried, I guess we didn't try early enough, but it was always sold out.
Oh damn.
Yeah, some sporting event. That's probably what I want to do for my bachelor party. I can't think of anything else. Because everything else seems kind of just whatever. I don't want to go on a hike. I don't want to do any like crazy strenuous activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people go like paintballing or
Yeah.
do some like not really. I just feel like it doesn't seem fun for me at least. Like it's fun, but then I'll just be tired after, and then I just want to go home.
Some people, if they're going somewhere for a bachelorette trip, then you can be tired on one day from doing something big, and then you can relax the other days.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. If we go on like a bachelor party trip and shit, for example, we went to say fucking New York or something to watch a UFC match or WWE or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like specifically stay up super late just because it's my bachelor party. I'm like, fuck it, guys. I'm gonna go sleep at the appropriate amount of time.
Very on brand.
And then we can go grab food later. But I don't want to stay up late just because it's my bachelor party.
Makes sense.
It just seems like I'm just unnecessarily suffering for myself at least.
Yes, makes sense.
Because like I assume the bachelor party is for me, right?
Yeah.
So let's do all the things
whatever
I
you
want to do.
do.
Yeah.
You're like, everyone's going to bed at 10 p.m. Everyone's like, oh man.
Actually, what would be fun is if how that year, the last year,
You're gonna be like, guys, I brought you guys copies of the sleep book or the breathing book.
we'll all
Finish
do this
this
together.
by the end of the trip.
It'd be really sick if for bachelor party if we went to Vegas during the F1. That'd be so sick.
Oh shit!
I think that'd be really
pretty
fun. Just not even watch the actual Grand Prix because it's expensive as fuck.
Uh-huh.
If we watched like qualifying or something like that, like the day before, there 2 days before, or we get a hotel that's high enough that you can kind of see like a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that itself would already be pretty fun. And then during that time, we go like shoot some guns or something, or do some other random shit.
That sound
in
pretty
Vegas.
fun.
Yeah,
Pretty like high energy.
Yeah, that probably be something would rather do for my bachelor party. But I also don't want like a lot of people there too.
How many people do you think you would want?
Like 5 max.
I think that's a pretty good number.
No, I've seen some bachelor parties. It's like fucking like a lot of people. They invite everyone in the world.
Yeah, I've seen some that has like 15.
Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I have 3 of my best friends and then maybe 1 or 2 other people at the time if I feel like it.
Mm.
But then that's it. Like no one else. I don't care whose feelings I'm hurting. I don't give a shit. Like I'll enjoy my time the best with these people.
Mm. Makes sense.
How about you? What would you do for your bachelorette party?
So I've always thought of this. I don't know if I would want just a girl-specific bachelorette party if I ever got married.
Okay.
Because I feel like if I have friends that are also guys that are close to me, then why can't I have just my closest friends there? Over just girls.
The rules.
Like, I would invite you if you wanted to come.
I'm not going on no stupid ass hike.
But no, I fucking hate hikes, okay? So I know that I would at least have like 6 girls that I would want.
Okay.
Because I have 6 very close female friends and females in my life.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
And then like a couple of guys, because I do also have a few really close guys too.
I'm not going no rave.
It's not going to be no rave, okay? I want it to be someplace where we'll do something adventurous, not a hike or anything like that.
Okay.
Maybe something like flyboarding
Okay.
Or like parasailing.
Okay. So
Or
like the beach.
yeah.
Okay.
Or you can go rent a little boat.
Houseboat?
No, not like I don't know what a houseboat is, but just a little boat
Like a house on.
with an engine. Because if you have one of those boats with an engine, then you can drive the person that's parasailing.
Oh, okay. Like a little. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're.
Yeah, or like jet skis.
You just want water activities. It feels like.
I really like water activities.
Oh,
I would do something like that.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable.
And then
I feel like you could do it for relatively cheap too if you go somewhere like not necessarily buttfuck nowhere, but like not the most popular lake, if that makes sense.
like I went to Cologne, or not. I didn't went to Cologne. I was going to go to Cologne that one year when there was the fires, and the plan there was to rent a boat and go flyboarding.
Yeah.
And that was pretty inexpensive, I feel, for what it was.
Yeah. But I also feel like if you went, like, if you went to some very popular lakes, it might be more pricey. But I feel like if you know some like gems, or you know someone that knows some gems of a lake, you probably get it for a really fair price and a really like amazing place.
I agree. I feel like that would be pretty sick. I'm not specific on the place. I just would want these kind of activities.
Just a bunch of water sports, and then what, like a barbecue or something, or like.
Oh, that would be pretty fun. And then I don't know. For the food, it doesn't really matter so much. I just want good food. Whatever it is, just good food.
Like salad?
Okay, when I think of okay, not salad. Maybe like something that has a lot of protein, but something that's also very nutritious and good. Maybe seafood. I feel like seafood always hits pretty fucking hard. Or sushi.
Okay. So then, like, yeah, somewhere close to the ocean would be a really good trip, because there's a beach and there's probably pretty good seafood there too.
Probably, yeah. It'd be also pretty fun if we could drive something fast, not a car specifically, but I'm thinking like the same as jet skis on water. We could get quad bikes to like drive on the road, or like rent a motorcycle.
You just need someone that has a ranch, I feel like, you know? Like if someone,
okay, not a ranch.
No, but if someone had a ranch,
ranches aren't in tropical places, right? Or like by beaches?
No, but they have like lakes next to ranches.
Oh, but I want it to be warm. I feel like it has. I want it to be.
I mean, I'm sure it's like summer
closer to a beach.
Pretty warm.
Nah.
Like a lake beach, or you want like an ocean beach though? Because like
it doesn't matter.
There's some nice lake beaches depending on the lake.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like if you knew, I mean, it's probably hard for us to know these people because we don't do the same activities as them on a regular. But yeah, if you knew someone with like a nice ranch with like a lake next to it and shit, that'd be sick. Because you can do all that stuff on their land, right?
Yeah, sure. I just want things like that. And then I feel like it'd be pretty nice to have like a really relaxing day.
Wait, this is a multi-day trip, right?
I feel like if you go on a trip, you should.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But like how long you're thinking?
Depends on, I feel okay. Like if you're going somewhere further, you're gonna go for at least 3 days, I feel.
Yeah, I think Vegas 3 days would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be like a good amount of time with enough activities.
So have one day where you're not really doing much, except maybe you have this solid spa day or a solid massage booked.
Oh.
Or somebody, or like you guys aren't leaving your Airbnb at fucking all, and somebody's coming over to give you guys all massages or to show you guys how to cook something.
Oh.
Or
so
something
you
like
want
that.
The stripper.
No, I do not. I do not want any fucking strippers. I don't want to go clubbing. I don't want no dick things at my bachelorette if I were to have one.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed.
I just want adventure, excitement, and then also relaxation, because you're gonna be fucking tired after you do all this shit.
Yeah, if someone tried to convince me on my bachelor party to go to a club, I'd be like, fuck you.
If someone surprised me with a stripper, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? You and this stripper can go outside.
You, stripper, closet, 7 minutes.
Yeah. Record it, please.
Yeah.
Live stream it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think our parties are relatively similar in terms of mood, vibes, and style. But do you think the people you invite would like push for that, or would be okay with that?
I feel like some of it would for sure be out of the comfort zone of some of the people that I would invite, because some of my female friends aren't really that.
They don't swim.
Adventurous.
Oh, okay.
And some of them also cannot swim.
Yeah.
And some of them aren't that active. But like,
well,
just try to do it. If you really don't want to do it, then you sit at home. I don't care.
See Tubby floating, I guess.
Yeah. Or you can be the passenger in some of these things. Or you can just sit in the boat. Or you can sit on the shore.
I think some of my friends would be a little bit out of their elements too, but I don't think I'm going to do anything that crazy anyways. Because if I went, like I said, I want to see a cool show. I want to shoot some guns. Those are all relatively tame, I think. Like, I'm not shooting people. I'm just shooting.
Okay, there, buddy.
And then that's about it. Some other random cool activities.
Yeah, I feel like this is what makes it like more fun than if you make a bachelor focused on partying.
Yeah.
And strippers and
I'm not a fan of that.
Stuff like that.
It just feels so awkward.
Me too.
Just like, what the fuck's going on?
Why are we doing this, guys?
Are you getting married? What's going on here?
I feel like the notion is that it's supposed to be like your last night of being single, but the idea is like
you weren't single.
You were never single.
Like, you weren't single for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird to say the least.
Or like, what is this whole thing about dicks at bachelorettes? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe girls aren't satisfied with their 3D dick, so they want a giant 2D cake. Dick.
Unfortunate.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of like boob stuff at guys' bachelor party.
Really?
Guys' bachelor parties are usually pretty chilled. Not chill. Like,
I can see that.
There might be partying, but there's no like theme.
I can see that. I don't think I've ever seen any themes or decorations for guys.
Yeah, that sounds lame as fuck and really troublesome. To figure that out.
I can see it.
I'd hate to have to plan a bachelor party.
It is a lot of work.
I hate to plan any of those parties.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah, because you've had to plan some recently, right? Yeah, I would hate that. I'm like, no, thank you. Like, the planning I want is like flights and place to stay and the show we're gonna watch.
I would want to plan my own too.
You would or wouldn't?
I would.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I feel like that typical idea is to have your friends plan it.
Yeah.
But if I were to ever have one, I would rather plan it myself. I'd be like, guys, okay, I know exactly how we're gonna have fucking fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I have everything. I know what to do.
I would just tell them like, this is where I want to go. This is the date I want to go, and this is the flight I want to take, and this is the hotel I want to go to.
Yeah. I'd be like, guys, this is the plan for everything. Just tell me you want to book it. Yeah, just tell me you want to sign up.
That'd be cool. But I don't foresee this anytime soon for me or you actually. No offense, but yeah.
There's no offense.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to Valentine's Day. What's your prospects like this year? I mean, this year's kind of fucked already, so I guess it's next year.
I guess we'll see next year then.
What are you doing after this? You're hanging out with friends for like a bunch of single friends?
Valentine's.
Just a bunch of girls?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a typo when you sent that to me.
Oh no.
The G and V is pretty close, so I can understand.
Not that close.
They're right next to each other.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, the G and the V. They're almost on top of each other, if that makes sense. Right?
Oh shit, they are.
Yeah. So when you sent me Galentine's, I was like, oh, okay, well, she must have meant Valentine's. But
oh yeah, no.
So what does that mean? That's just a bunch of girls. So yeah, like, explain this whole singles thing during Valentine's.
I feel like you either do nothing or sometimes your friends will just want to hang out on that day.
And they're all single friends or just any friends?
No, just any friends. They'll be like, oh, I want to celebrate love and I love you as a friend type of thing.
Oh, that's pretty gay.
And so I feel like it's very common for girls to have Galentines.
Oh. I mean, guys have guys in time every week.
No, you don't. Oh, yeah, sure.
We hang out every fucking week. It's fucking great. We love it.
That's like girls' night or guys' night.
You have girls' night every week?
No, I don't have girls' night every week, but that's like having a girls' night.
Yeah, well, we have... Yeah, but you feel like you guys have to do something specific and special for a girls' night.
No, not really.
It feels like you guys have to do like, oh, we got to get like these type of food and like, you know, a nice charcuterie board and a good movie and some nice wine or something like that. Okay.
I feel like yes.
And the guys would be like, "Yo, you want to come hang out?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, come here," and then we'll hang out.
Okay, I can see that.
And we have guys night out like fucking all the time.
I can for sure see that.
Right? And you just come. We literally just go somewhere and we're like, "Yo, you hungry?" Yeah, I'm hungry. He's like, "You want to get some pho?" And then we just go get pho.
That's not guys' night then. That's just hanging out.
We go get food and then afterwards we'll come back and we'll like play video games or watch a movie or shit.
Okay, yeah.
But there's nothing like specifically planned. Right? Like, we don't go out and buy something nice for it.
I feel like girls don't always plan things, but I feel like the one thing is that they like to make any occasion more special or add things to the occasion. Like if
yes,
I was messaging some friends and was like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? Then they'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna bring bubble tea. Oh my god, I'm gonna go do this. Or you guys want to go do this afterwards? And then like that's how it becomes more.
Oh.
Or sometimes even if it's just, oh, come over to my place and just hang out. Somebody somewhere will make a stop somewhere and bring something extra. They'll bring a cake. They'll bring snacks, and they'll just bring extra shit. And it's always more.
Yeah, we never do that. We just show up and then we figure it out afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll just show up and then we'll figure out what we're gonna eat when we're hungry. And then we'll watch some movies and shit or play some video games.
I can see that. I feel like for girls or as a girl, the expectation seems a little different sometimes.
Like you gotta bring something.
Yeah, it feels like you gotta bring something. Or if you're with friends that you know are people who usually get really excited about these hangouts and you usually will stop by somewhere to bring stuff.
You gotta one up them?
No, you gotta match it at least.
Oh.
Like I have some friends that I know every single time I go where I'm like, okay, I know like the exact vibe it's gonna be. I know I know exactly how like, yeah, it is with these friends and how they like to hang out and stuff. So I'll like take the time to get something when I come over. Or there's some friends where I know it's really fucking lax, like what you were saying with your guys, and I'll literally just show up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not completely similar, but I see some similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll be like, yo, let's go watch a movie at someone's house.
Yeah.
And we'll just bring a bag of chips.
Yeah, you literally just show up, something. It's very chill.
Yeah. So, but it feels like girls' night out is a little bit more special. That's what I'm saying, I guess.
I would say so.
There's just something more to it.
I would say so.
But then, do you guys do it all the time or not as often then?
So I have a group of friends that we have girls' night every couple months. So not necessarily. And then I usually am more of a person that hangs out with my friends individually or in like smaller groups.
I see.
So I don't know if you could call the smaller groups that has like only a couple people a girls' night. Over we're just hanging out.
I don't know. All the same. So Valentine's, what are you guys doing? Anything specific?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that we're going over to someone's place.
Oh, just gonna hang out, watch some Valentine's Day movies.
Some rom-coms, maybe. I love rom-coms.
What's the one? Is it called Valentine's Day? There's one that's the super popular one, and I remember I watched the shit out of it. It's the one with Taylor Swift in it.
What?
Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner were dating in that movie.
Oh, Love Actually?
Yeah.
No, not. Was it Love Actually?
I don't know. Fuck.
Or it was like Valentine. Was it Valentine's Day? It's when there was a whole bunch of different couples in the movie, right?
Yeah. And then
like
was it Bradley Cooper was gay?
Couples?
It was Bradley Cooper that was gay, right?
I think so. I think it was like 12 different couples, right?
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
I remember I watched this a couple times because the thing was the first time I watched it, it was in the movie theater and I was high as fuck. And I was like, I don't get any of this. Like, there's so much going on, right? Like, this movie has many couples, many relationships. Each couple is at a different stage of their relationship, and it's a lot going on.
Yes.
A lot of characters. They're all mostly white, and I was confused as shit.
I agree. I never finished this movie because I was also confused as fuck. I tried watching it by myself at home.
Yeah. And
usually when I watch movies, like half of the time I'm always doing something else if I'm watching like an actual movie.
Yeah.
And I just have that on side. I'm like multitasking. I forgot what exactly I was doing while I was watching this, but I could not focus for the shit of me. I was like, what the fuck? Who's this couple? And I was like, what? Who is this couple? What are they doing now? And I just couldn't keep track of all the different couples.
Oh. But then I remember watching it later, like several years after. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Oh, really?
But apparently in Rotten Tomatoes, everyone fucking hates it.
I feel like it's hard to get a high score on a rom-com.
That's true. Let's see.
And a horror movie.
Top rom-coms.
I love rom-coms so much.
Do you know any of these? Let's see. I
know most of them.
Okay, let's go through them right now. Just this Google one's good?
Yeah.
Popular rom-coms. When Harry Met Sally. Do you know this?
Yes, I watched it.
Notting Hill.
I have not. I feel like that's too old.
10 Things I Hate About You. What was
really fucking old.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 50 First Dates. Do you remember that? Adam Sandler?
Yes.
That was such a sad movie.
It
was so depressing at the end.
I actually watched that recently. I watched that like 2 months ago or a month ago.
Every time I watch it, it's like it's such a nice movie, but then you like figure out what's going on and it's just so sad.
Yeah.
Like, how do you live a life where every morning's fucking this new for you.
I also feel like the dad and the brother should have told her about her disease or found a way to tell her about her disease like way earlier.
They should have pulled the plug.
There's no fucking way they could have kept that up for so long.
They should have just pulled the plug. Turn her into a vegetable, pull the plug. Pretty Woman, Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh,
You
that's
watched
pretty good.
You watched it?
Yes.
You watched Pretty Woman?
Yes.
Is it about a whore?
Yes.
Okay, nice. I thought it was, but I didn't want to be, rude.
It's about a whore.
I mean, she's literally a hooker, right? Like, yeah. Oh, Crazy Stupid Love? I think I remember this one. This one, Steve Carell, right? Who else?
Yeah.
Fuck. I remember it.
I don't remember my
Briefly.
opinion on it. I don't remember being like that moved by it though.
I remember it was really funny, is what I remember. Sleepless in Seattle. I don't know that. My Best Friend's Wedding. You know that one?
I heard of it. I haven't watched it before though.
500 Days of Summer.
I've also heard of it. I think that one's also really popular, but I've never watched it.
The Princess Bride. Wow, 1987.
Damn.
He's Just Not That Into You.
I watched it.
Love Actually.
Watched it.
13 Going on
Classic.
30. I've never watched that. Out of all of this, I've watched Love Actually, and I think I've watched Crazy Stupid Love.
Mhm.
So I'm like 2 for like 16.
12.
Well, 3, 6, 8. Yeah. I'm like 2 for 16 right now.
Okay.
2.5. I know the plot of Pretty Woman-ish. Let's go another set of 8. Valentine's Day?
Mhm.
Yes. Wait. Did I watch Love Actually? I actually don't think I watched Love Actually. Yeah, yeah. It's not going good for me. You've Got Mail? Have you watched that?
No.
Clueless? I mean, these are a bit older, so.
Oh, Clueless is very popular, but I've never watched it.
Moonstruck? That's really old. The Wedding Singer? 50 First Dates?
Yes.
Who's the girl in this? Is she
Barrymore, yeah.
Oh, it is. Groundhog Day? I never watched that. She's the Man?
Classic. Watched it.
I've never watched it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember it.
Oh,
Who's
shit.
Who's this guy? Is it Channing?
Channing Tatum, yeah.
The only old movie from Channing Tatum I remember is the dancing one. Step Up.
Step Up. That was pretty good.
Blended?
Oh, I've never watched it.
Oh, I think I have. Because it's Adam Sandler movie. I like his movies. Crazy Rich Asians. I
love it.
Did you like the movie?
I loved it. I watched it like a few times.
I thought it was too many random characters sometimes. Like they kind of just threw in a lot of characters.
Oh yeah.
I felt like if they didn't do that as much, it would have been better. For me, it would have been better. 27 Dresses.
I watched it.
Amelie?
No idea.
Mamma Mia?
No idea.
Mamma Mia? I thought this was super popular.
Oh really?
Just Go With It?
I've heard of that. I've never watched it.
I feel like I have, just because Adam Sandler. I feel like I've watched it. I like his movies. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I've heard of that.
I have too. I've never watched it. She's All That.
I've heard of that. Never watched it either.
All right, last set. Something's Gotta Give.
Never heard of it.
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Never heard of it.
Oh, I think this one, Friends with Benefits. I think I did.
I watched it like a bunch of times.
With Justin Timberlake. I do remember watching this one. Only once though. Definitely Maybe.
I don't think I watched that.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Nope.
There's Something About Mary.
Nope.
Anyone But You.
I watched it a few times. It's pretty good.
Is this
It's
with
very fucking cheesy.
Mr. Powell?
Yeah.
I actually like him
And
as an
Sydney
actor.
Sweeney.
Wait, is there a reason why people don't like him?
I don't know.
I actually like him as an actor.
I
Like,
don't know why.
I think he plays a really good bad,
feel
like
These ones are really popular.
set in London.
About Time.
About Time. All right. How about The Holiday?
I
I
think
feel like I
watched
remember it, but I don't think I watched it.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, Shallow Hal. I remember Shallow Hal. That was hilarious.
Oh, I watched it too.
Shallow Hal was so funny.
She's actually fat, but he didn't think so. The Proposal.
What else is there? Hitch.
I haven't.
How to Be Single.
Well, I feel like there's so many that's not on here.
Like what? Can you just think of one?
Like, oh, maybe it's because they're not rom-coms.
That's what
They're
we said,
just,
right?
yeah.
Not
Maybe it's just
rom-coms?
because they're just roms.
They're not funny. They're just romantic.
Like, there's The Notebook, which is pretty popular.
Yeah, that's not comedic, is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's comedic. Or The Vow. I really like The Vow a lot.
Oh, is this comedic?
Yeah, I don't think so. Not really.
I heard The Notebook's just really fucking sad.
It is sad.
I remember what's the one with
La La Land.
Channing Tatum?
About time.
No. Channing Tatum romantic movie.
What happened in it?
He was a soldier.
Oh,
He left the girl that he liked.
Yeah, and she left a note.
Something about...
It's called Dear John.
Dear John. I remember watching this one. It was just sad as fuck. And then after that, I was like, I never want to watch something like this again.
It is sad.
It was so dumb, I felt like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like rom-coms, but I definitely don't watch as much as you.
I really like watching movies.
Are you like what's your weekly movie?
Yeah, when I say I watch weekly movies, I have too much shit to do now to watch movies.
Like, I watch a movie once every, like, 3 weeks or 4 weeks now.
Oh, shit.
Like, maybe once a month I watch one movie. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
Mostly car videos now. And if not, just random videos on YouTube. And that's it. Like, what's your screen time per week?
Probably a lot, because while I'm doing chores and doing other tasks at home, or even when I'm working, I'll always have something playing as like background noise. And that's like most of the time off of my phone or a secondary device.
Yeah.
So I feel like my screen time, if you like look at the actual thing, is a lot.
Actually, I lied. I probably watch movies a bit more. So like when Joyce comes over, if it's cold out, we don't want to go out, then we might watch a movie. It'll just be some random one on like Prime or whatever.
Did you watch the Squid Games?
No, I can't watch series. I literally cannot, because I can't do anything more than an hour and a half. Because I just don't have that much time.
So you've never watched Arcane?
Nope. I want to. I know. I heard it's good. I'm nothing against it. I heard it was good. I never watched it though. I watched the first Squid Games. I want to watch second Squid Games. No time. Didn't even finish Attack on Titan. No time.
You say I never finished it either.
There's a billion fucking series I want to watch. No time.
I feel like some series, it's hard to get back into it because you need to remember what happened last. And you need to really sit and watch. And
like the thing for me right now is the YouTube video is the best for me because it's shorter format and it's something I directly need.
Easy to pick up and drop.
Yeah, exactly. And I need the thing where it's like, oh, I'm doing stuff in my car. I want to watch like 5 videos about this thing I'm doing before I go out there and do it. Because I want like the best advice first.
That makes sense.
Right. So like during the week, like Monday through Friday, zero chance of watching any shows, any movies. Right now it's literally just a couple clips and then car stuff. And then, yeah, just random hockey or MMA shit. And then weekend, if, like I said, if it's cold out or if I have nothing to do that week with Joyce, with that one day, then it will be we'll watch a movie together. And then the other day of the weekend is literally just chores and working on the car. Makes sense. Sounds pretty similar to mine. Yeah, so no chance for me watching anything now, which kind of sucks. I feel like I'm less cultured now, but I do spend like fucking 8 hours a week reading though. That's true. So I could substitute that, but this feels like a bad bargain because my reading is like the 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Type of reading, right? So it's kind of like built into my schedule. I feel like if you switch that with watching something, it'd fuck with your sleep. Yeah, I think so too. And I feel like it's harder to like, not completely true, but it's harder to binge read than it is to binge watch. Like it's much easier to binge watch. Yes, I agree. I fully agree. So then like when I'm reading, even if it gets super interesting, I'm literally laying in bed. I'm like super cozy and warm or like in a good state, and then I'll start getting a little bit sleepy. So even if it gets super interesting, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go sleep. I can pick this up tomorrow, kind of thing. Whereas if you're binge watching, you like can't stop. Yeah, it's very mindless when you're watching something more than when you're reading. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I'm fucking better than other people. So like, just because I don't watch shit doesn't mean I'm not like still doing something else for entertainment. It's just mine is mostly reading now, just because of bedtime routines. Yeah. Makes sense. Yep. All right. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy Valentine's Day. Have a good Valentine's Day, guys. Yeah, hope you guys get laid and celebrate big. Yep. Have fun. Have fun. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.